All right, so the topic for my dissertation is youth development through sport, a capacity building approach. So why is this important? Well, youth and adolescent obesity rates have actually tripled in the last 30 years. The incidence of mental and social disorders in youth have actually doubled over the same time period. And substance abuse, drug abuse, and juvenile delinquency remain a significant concern. Now, traditional approaches to youth development focused on a deficit model where we tried to treat these problem behaviors that were believed to be an inherent part of the developmental or adolescent process. But more contemporary approaches focus on promoting positive behavior in youth. And the reason for this is that by promoting positive behavior, the idea is that we're inherently preventing negative behavior from occurring in the first place. So it reduces the need to try to create treatment programs to treat these problems. So many different interventions have been suggested to help facilitate this process, but in particular, sport provides a very unique mechanism. Not only is it the most popular leisure activity among youth, but it also provides great opportunity for mental, social, and physical health benefits through opportunities for physical activity. Unfortunately, as you can imagine, funding for these programs has been reduced drastically in recent years, particularly in the public sector. So you have public recreation departments who are struggling to maintain community-based programs, and you have public schools who are struggling to maintain or who have to prioritize interscholastic athletics, which are more restrictive in terms of participation, or they have to cut the athletic budget altogether. And this vacuum is being filled primarily by private nonprofit organizations who are now providing these services. And unfortunately, while there's been a proliferation in those organizations, the actual pool of resources that they draw upon has not proliferated. And what happens is a lot of time these organizations, especially nonprofits, struggle to kind of take those resources and provide quality services over a long-term sustainable type model. So the purpose of my dissertation is to contribute to this by utilizing interorganizational networks to not only maximize the use of available resources as efficiently as possible, but to see if working together through collaborations and partnerships, we can actually grow that resource base. I've focused on youth sport nonprofit organizations in the Raleigh, North Carolina area, of which there's 36. I've interviewed management and personnel from each of these organizations to understand their existing network and collaborations. And I've also downloaded their financial and governance information through an online nonprofit database to understand their existing organizational capacities. And importantly, my goal is not just to understand the youth sport network itself, but also understand how these organizations collaborate with different parts or different organizations within the community, because sport, like any other activity, is most effective when it's delivered through partnerships with other types of programming, education, nutrition, health, things of that nature. So strengthening these ties won't only increase the capacity of organization, but will actually increase the efficacy of programs as well. Thank you.